trade that happened. This trade was kind of shocking to me, Tori, because I was like, there is no way the Detroit Lions are going to trade their number one overall draft pick. I mean, I guess he was number 8 overall, let alone trade him, but let alone in the division. TJ Hockenson goes to the Minnesota Vikings. How is this going to affect his fantasy football stock, along with Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen and Kirk Cousins, etc.? Break down that whole offense for me.
So, again, kind of one head scratcher because you trade it within the division. Like, that almost never happens. Like, that's usually, why would you want to make your opponent better with one of your better players? I don't think it changes schematically very much for the Minnesota Vikings. Even when they had Pete Kyle Rudolph had probably 2 really good years in a row. Other than that, you really didn't hear much out of Kyle. How much have you heard of Kyle Rudolph in the last 3 years since he left?
Very slim.
Not really anything. You know, he had like a 2-year stretch in Minnesota where he's really good. The thing is Irv Smith was like the next coming of going to be the next great tight end in the league, How much have we heard of Irv Smith even? Not a lot. If anything, I think this kind of hurts Hockenson a little bit because of the receivers that they have, because of Justin Jefferson, because of Adam Thielen, because of KJ Osborne. Those targets are not going to go to him. Is he going to be a red zone threat? Yes, but he's not. I don't see his production like upticking anywhere like it was like in Detroit. I would say it's probably going to be on par or even a little bit less. Like long term, I like to trade, but initially up front right now, I don't see it.
So you said TJ is going to kind of be that red zone threat. Do you kind of take touchdown possibility points over yardage points for a tight end like TJ Hockenson and maybe take him over like a Zach Ertz?
See, now I wouldn't put him over a Zach Ertz because Zach Ertz is fully ingrained into that offense. And actually, in our league, I think I just picked Zach Ertz up and I'm starting him.
Yeah,
starting him this weekend. Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Although I dropped Mike Gesicki in our league, and that was kind of dumb.
Right.
Like, he hadn't done nothing. I dropped him. He scores touchdowns every week. And I'm like, son of a.
Right.
Well, but I had him and Hockenson, so.
You got to pick one, right?
But, right. And, like, I actually put Hockenson on my bench because, again, tight end, brand new system. He's not even been there a week. So, probably not going to be very good start this week. So I actually put Zach Ertz, and that was kind of my main motive for making the move there. But it's not like Minnesota's a tight end juggernaut team. They've never really been that. And what's their coach's name? I don't remember his name, but it's not like he's like known for like throwing to the tight end. So that's why I was a head scratcher both ways. If you ask me, the Lions may have fleeced them on that deal because it doesn't move the needle, as they would say. It doesn't move the needle at all one way or another. He's basically the same thing as an Irv Smith Jr.
Okay, so with that being said, when you do add another prolific guy, like a big name guy like a TJ Hockenson to your team, that is bound to probably take some type of possessions away from some other receiver, aka Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson. Do you still start these two receivers if you have them on your team?
Well, JJ's a must start every week. That's just a silly, foolish question. JJ should be in your lineup no matter what. I don't care who they're playing, what's going on. You need to be starting JJ. Thielen, it's like I said, Thielen's starting to show his age a little bit this year, and it's inconsistency. And again, the name I brought up early in the year, KJ Osborne, is starting to kind of pick up as we get into the year now. So, and I kind of figured KJ Osborne might start stepping up. I think by the end of the year, KJ Osborne's probably starting opposite JJ, and they're going to maybe move Thielen into that slot role. So, there's still good starts. Thielen's a spot start in case you're like desperate and really need somebody, but right. JJ's always going to be a must start. Hockenson, again, a situation to kind of monitor and develop. I just don't see him with a major uptick in production because he went from Detroit to Minnesota because neither one of them use their tight end a ton. They use their tight ends to block mostly.
So now I know you say they don't use their tight ends a lot, but maybe with the addition of TJ Hockenson, maybe they might incorporate their tight end play a little bit more. I'm just thinking outside the box for Vikings fans just a little bit. Do you think an addition of a pass-catching tight end like TJ Hockenson, does that help Kirk Cousins in the end?
I hope not. As a Packer fan, God, I hope not. I mean, it could. It very well could. It's another option. It's something else the defense may have to game plan for. And sometimes, like, just because I'm dogging on him, he'll probably go out and catch like 8 balls for like 78 yards and like 2 touchdowns this weekend and be like, look, you're an idiot. Well, guess what? It's fantasy football. I'm not right 100% of the time, and I'll openly admit that. I make mistakes too. Like starting Brian Robinson last weekend thinking he was going to have a decent game, and that cost me with his 0 points. Yep. That cost me my win.
How about this?